Hello, I'm Ingrid Seymour. How are you? I'm sorry, I apologize. My last episode of this video cast was in October. Since then, life has been a little while and I haven't been able to do another one. Although I did have this small tour for my castle trip to Austria that I shared with you in my last newsletter, and I hope you enjoyed that. It was a wonderful trip out there in Europe. That was my first time going, and I got to write a lot, which is some awesome news. And I almost got a book finished, and actually since I got back I've kept working on it, and soon I will be sharing some news about that book that should be coming out pretty soon. To continue the story about how I got to the United States, in episode 4 of the podcast in October, I talked to you about how I left home, and I won a scholarship, and I talked to you about the process of getting here and being sent to university and how tough it was to be there by myself, away from my family, with a horrible roommate, and going straight to classes when my English was still kind of iffy and I couldn't understand my teachers very well. And I was just completely thrown in just so I could be immersed very quickly, and I was having a nervous breakdown and wishing to go home at times, wondering if I had made a mistake leaving home and coming to the United States to study and finish my degree. And I told you how it all got better all of a sudden when I met someone. I met the person who is now my husband, who could have told me that winning the scholarship and coming here to the United States was going to result in me meeting the men of my life, and the man whom I'm married to now, and we have 2 kids. But that was a very interesting experience for the both of us. He had a roommate that was from Argentina, who I casually met in a class which he was in for only like an hour, because the teacher told him he couldn't stay in the class because he had come to class for 2 weeks late. And so he was there only for that day, and I heard his name was Spanish sounding, and I thought he didn't look Spanish really. He was blonde and blue eyes, but his name just made me wonder. And I'm normally not someone to go talk to another person just without knowing them, but I walked up to him and I said, I'm curious, where are you from? Your name sounds Spanish. And he told me, I am from Argentina. And that's how I met my husband's roommate. So we became friends. I told him, come meet my other friends, one day at the cafeteria, we can meet there. And he happened to be my husband's roommate, and one day he was there with my husband eating dinner, and he saw my friend saw us across the table, and he said, when we were walking out of the cafeteria, he said, come and meet my other Spanish friends. And my husband, who is American, born in Louisiana, he was like a little intimidated because he thought, uh-oh, I'm gonna meet all these people and they're all gonna be rattling out in Spanish and I'm not gonna know what's going on. I'm not sure I want to meet them. I just want to go back to my dorm. But luckily his roommate prevailed, and he came and introduced us, and I remember thinking, he is cute. Well, the entire time he was thinking, oh, this is so awkward, I don't know what anybody's saying. So that was really funny. I always tease him about that. Oh, you didn't want to meet me. That was very entertaining. And the funny part was that as we walked away, everybody going to their respective dorms, he his dorm happened to be on the way to mine, so we left together and we talked. And that first night we talked for like 2 hours, which was crazy, and crazy for him because he said he just never talked to someone that he just met for that long, and the rest is history. That's how I met him. But things weren't so easy after that, but I guess I'll have to tell you about that next time. So to give you a little writing update, like I said, I have this project that I've been working on, and I started in November when I went to Austria. I wrote most of the novel in those 10 days that I was over there. Well, I was there for 2 weeks, but I did some sightseeing and went to different places in Vienna and tried to enjoy my stay there, even though it was mostly a writing retreat. But yeah, that novel is almost done. I'm working on the second draft, and I am looking for some beta readers at the moment, so I can get some input from some of my readers. Also, I regret to say that I kind of stopped working on Weaver. You know, this is the third book for this series. I am almost done with it though. And as soon as I am finished with this project that I have going on, which is what I'm going to tell you a little bit about, it is a YA fantasy, high epic fantasy. So it's my first one in that genre, and I am very excited about it. But I'll tell you a little bit more later. So once I'm done with that, I will go back to writing Weaver and finishing that series that many readers are asking me when is it gonna be done, and I just keep getting all these new ideas and getting excited about them, and that makes it a little hard to stay on track, but I'm doing my best, and I'm definitely gonna put Weaver out this year together with hopefully 3 other books, all 3 other books new. So I also want to start back again with our monthly giveaway, and this time I'm going to be giving away one of my books. It's called The Guys Are Props Club. Now this is not a young adult book, it's a new adult book, so beware. There is some content that is more 18 or up, I would say. So if you would like to win this book, go to the Facebook post that I'm going to put down here and just tell me about your holidays. How were they? I'll tell you a little bit about mine in the post, and then you can share and tell me how was your new year, how was your Christmas, what is the best present you got. By the way, Happy New Year. 2018 should be big, and we'll have a lot of fun together. So I'll see you next time for episode 6. Okay, bye-bye.